그리고 1년에 4번
4 times a year we conduct Hyojeong, CheonBo special great works so that all the blessed families around the world can receive heavenly fortune and fulfill their wishes and desires. During the great works, through the grace of Heavenly Parent and true parents of heaven, earth, and humankind, myriads of absolute good spirits and angels are mobilized, working with special grace to solve the spiritual issues of the blessed families. Since the first one was held in June 2004 with the title Special Great Works for the Inheritance of Heavenly Fortune and the Fulfillment of Wishes, great works have been held every year in the winter, spring, summer, and autumn, bringing abundant grace for the blessed families. Now we are holding the 55th Great Works, marking the 61st anniversary of the holy wedding of true parents of heaven, earth, and humankind. Each passing year, with the expansion of true parents' realm of victory, that we have experienced greater grace and more works of grace, works of blessing, and miraculous works. As a result, the substantial authority of true parents has expanded, and especially the authority of the only begotten daughter, true mother, has been raised up through her work as a substantial Holy Spirit. Because the Cheongshim 1 providence began on that foundation after the victory of Vision 2020, the proclamation of the safe settlement of Cheonilguk and establishment of Heavenly Parents' holy community, the gates of heaven have been opened wide, bringing even more amazing grace. And because this year is the 50th anniversary of Hyojeong CheonBo works, if we have absolute faith, absolute love, and absolute obedience, and unite complete with true parents, even more astonishing grace will come to us. This is the kind of great works that are being carried out through the work of HJ Heaven and Earth CheonBo Training Center. Hyojeong Cheonwon, the area surrounding the HJ CheonBo Training Center, is the restored Garden of Eden. It is the place where Foundation Day was celebrated in attendance to the true parents of earth and humankind, who are the restored ancestors of all humanity. It is the new heaven and new earth, because it is the place where you can receive the true love, true life, and true lineage from true parents. Hyojeong Cheonwon, where the restored ancestors of humankind reside, is the original homeland for all humankind on earth and in the spirit world. If we think of Hyojeong Cheonwon as the body of true parents, then the HJ Heaven and Earth CheonBo Training Center corresponds to True Mother's womb, the place where all people on earth and in the spirit world can receive the blessing, gain new life, be resurrected, and become registered. True parents invested great effort to find this place. After traveling all around Korea to find the best place, they finally chose this place. It is a good place to pray and to feel the atmosphere of a hometown. It has now been 50 years since they began to offer bone-breaking devotions to purchase the land in this area and build a training center here. True Mother has explained to us that the CheonBo province conducted here has progressed through 3 stages. Stage 1, workshops were held to teach the divine principle to church leaders, and with the cooperation of good ancestors, land in the surrounding area was purchased, and a ceremony for the liberation of the spirit world was held. Stage 2, after the ascension of Hunjunim, the commander-in-chief of the spirit world, and Demonim to the spirit world, and the construction of the training center in the spirit world with the help of absolute spirits and angels, this was the time for the creating the environment to attend true parents on earth and in the spirit world. Stage 3, after the cosmic ascension of true fathers, through the work of True Father in the spirit world and True Mother on the earth, it is now the time for completing Hyojeong CheonBo works. Therefore, at the worship service 40 days after True Father's ascension, True Mother said, "Now my thoughts are Father's thoughts, and Father's thoughts are my thoughts. I will move forward ceaselessly without stopping, devoting all my life." She also offered 3 years of memorial Cheongsong at Bonghangwon, completed the 5,600-kilometer pilgrimage across the United States, and climbed 12 peaks in the Swiss Alps, and shedding endless tears offered other Cheongseon known only to heaven to make the foundation so that on October 27, 2014, the age of the works under the direct dominion of true parents could begin. Then from the third anniversary of True Father's Ascension, she explained that we should attend the absolute four-position foundation of the ascended members of the True Family at Cheongsimwon. Now, along with attending True Parents, we also attend Hyojeong, the Lord who opens the gates of filial piety, and Hunjenim, the command chief of the spirit world, who are united as the victorious Cain and Abel, creating an absolute True Family four-position foundation. After creating that foundation, True Mother told us, if you unite completely with True Parents, miracles will occur. When foundation is now prepared so that if you pray and offer Cheongsong devotion, you will be able to find the solutions to your problems on your own. Within the foundation of Cheongsong offered the past 21 years, an automatic system has been created. The following year, at the Great Works in May 2016, at the prayer wish offering ceremony, True Mother gave us a precious message. From now on, depending on how much you improve your life of faith and your standard of Hyojeong, heart, and on how much gratitude and loyalty you show before heaven, you will experience amazing growth and development through this CheonBo training center. Also, this place is where you can have first-hand experience that Heavenly Parent is always with you. 1 year later, in 2017, to support the worldwide providence, True Mother asked us to take a 21-day tour of Africa, conducting great works in 4 nations. Even now, vivid memories of the amazing works from that tour remain in my mind. The next year, starting from January 2018, True Mother traveled to Africa herself, and starting with the liberation of Goree Island, she completed many miraculous works. And with the support of the testimony of Prophet Samuel Radebe, she brought new hope to world Christianity. After that, as True Mother began the providence of restoring heavenly nations and heavenly continents, in order to expand the grace of Hyojeong CheonBo works, branch training centers were opened. On October 11, 2018, directors were sent out to establish branch centers in Asia, Europe, Africa, and Latin America. Since then, they have held 177 Hyojeong CheonBo special training sessions, and they are continuing to hold online training sessions. And last year, on October 11, 2020, Heavenly Japan Branch Center was also opened, with Tokuno Eiji was appointed as its director, and it has already shown impressive results, with 63,000 members applying in Japan alone for the great works that was held in February 2021. With these centers, despite the restrictions of COVID-19, as many as 80,000 have registered to attend Hyojeong Heaven and Earth CheonBo Special Great Works simultaneously around the world through online platforms. Respected leaders and members of the Revelation Church of God, starting 50 years ago on a sparse hillside with just a few mulberry trees, the training center has now grown and developed into Hyojeong Cheonbon, the capital of Cheonilguk. Illustrating passage in Job 8:7, which says, though thy beginning was small, yet thy latter end should greatly increase. The HJ CheonBo Training Center has changed a lot, even in the past few years. For one thing, as you enter the gates, you can read its name, Heavenly Parents CheonBo 1, a garden of revival for all of humanity. Also, the new Hanwon-chip tea house has been built on the most beautiful spot overlooking the lake, with the Hanwon Heavenly Fortune path leading up behind it toward Heavenly Fortune Peak. And as we enter the spring of the 9th year of Cheonilguk, the lilies are in full bloom. In order to develop this area as Garden of Revival, on this past February 17, on True Parents' birthday, True Mother presided over the opening of several new facilities, including Buong-i Art Gallery, Cafe, the Buhung Furniture Store, and Buhung Department Store. The Republic of Korea, the country where the true parents of heaven, earth, and humankind have come, was the poorest country in the world in 1953, with an average annual income of only $67. After the advent of true parents, by 1961, it had increased to $1,000. By 1978, it had passed $10,000 and was $10,459. By 1987, it had passed $20,000 to $20,300. And by 1993, it had passed $30,000 to $30,459. And in 2020, despite the COVID-19 pandemic, it was recorded as $36,749. This is because of the country has inherited the heavenly fortune of heavenly parent and true parents. In just 70 years, Korea has risen from a very poor country to become one of the world's 10 strongest economies, showing how it could be the country that accomplished the miracle on Han River. This is because the true parents of heaven, earth, and humankind have come here as the embodiment of the word and have continuously offered education and blessings, bringing the country heavenly fortune. Respected true prophet Samuel Radebe, and brothers and sisters from the Heavenly Parents, Heavenly Community Revelation Church of God, it is my fervent hope that by participating in this Hyojeong CheonBo special great works, you will inherit the heavenly fortune of Heavenly Parent and true parents, move toward completing your mission as Heavenly Tribal Messiahs, receive CheonBo plaques, and be registered as honored CheonBo families of Cheonilguk. Thank you very much.